Jonathan Majors says that Meagan Good held him down, was there for him, was his ride and die, like Correta was for Martin. And honey, the black community is in an uproar. And I'm like, what's the problem? Meagan Good is one of the brightest rising stars in the black community. Oh, but she ain't no Correta. She ain't Correta, right? But y'all was mad when I said she ain't no first lady. See, you gotta draw the line. You gotta draw the line somewhere. Y'all got to draw the line somewhere. It's Wednesday morning. Good morning, darlings. I absolutely love you and adore you. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed. Shout out to my white cousins. I got the screenshot. I'm gonna give a shout out. They say I never give them a shout out. So I gotta give the white cousins a shout out today. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, share this up for me. I'm going to be reading an article from The Root in reference to Jonathan Major's interview. I saw parts of the interview, honey, and he said Meagan held him down. Yes, he did. Also, be sure to check the videos I did on Rachel Lindsay and her divorce. That's the first bachelorette. Getting her divorce from her white husband, Brian. And see what I said about that. Apparently, honey, she is too tired for the D. I can't help her because I don't understand it. But anyways, thank you for those of you who have picked up my books, are picking up my books and leaving me glowing 5-star reviews on Amazon. I absolutely love you and adore you. Thank you so much for your love and your support. I am because of you. This article is from The Root. Shout out to The Root. Watch Jonathan Majors call Meagan Good, his Correta Scott King, and more in interview. For those of you who don't remember, his white girlfriend Grace recorded him over a year ago saying that he wanted her to act like Correta Scott King and Michelle Obama. But you with a white woman who probably don't even know who Correta Scott King is, might have heard about Michelle Obama, but you want this white woman, which she's not like American white, is she? Is she like another type of white, like European white, or what's that country with the evil man? Russian white? Yeah. Isn't she like one of them? And it amazed me that here is this black man from Texas trying to get a white woman to act like the prominent leaders in our black community. There go Michelle over there. There's Michelle, and there is Condoleezza Rice. I gotta get something for Loretta Scott. Correta Scott. Let me look that up right now before I forget. Let me get something with the Correta Scott. Okay, I got something with Miss Correta Scott King, my life, my love, my legacy. Here's this black man from Texas, this white woman, which I don't even think she's a typical white American, right? If I remember correctly, I don't know. Trying to be like the prominent black woman in the black community, Miss Correta Scott King, and our beloved Michelle Obama. So my thing is, if you want these types of women, don't you think you should get you a black woman who know what those women are about? Granted, I do not have a problem with men saying, I want a woman like this. I think men do that. We as women just don't know it. And so when we hear it, we get offended. And this is why I keep telling you, ladies, do not force, beg, plead for a man to marry you. Personally, my early 20s, I loved Mayor Cory Booker. He was just my type of man. He was smart. He's tall. I didn't care for him being light-skinned, but I just love smart men. And everybody, all the girls at the job, they knew that was my boyfriend in my head. When they saw him, they would be like, Janice, I saw your boyfriend. I knew exactly who they were talking about. So my type of husband, the man that I wanted, was a Cory Booker mixed with Barack Obama, because Barack is smart too. I love smart men. Okay. Boris Kojo and a dash of Morris Chestnut. Of course, y'all see my husband, child. He's Barack. He's Corey. He's Boris Kojo, but he ain't got no Morris Chestnut. My husband, he said to me when we met, he said, "You're smart." So when I wrote my book 23 times, I said, "Why did you marry me? What were you looking for?" He said, "I always told you were smart." He said, "I love smart women." He said, "You ain't got to be smart like Condoleezza Rice, but you at least got to be a Michelle." Michelle right up there. Sexy like Janet. Great with home and the kids like Mary Poppins. Guess who that is? Me. And this is why, ladies, we do not beg and force men to marry us. We don't spread our legs and have babies with them and then give them ultimatums for them to marry us. Because even though they lay with us and they might give us their seed, probably accidentally, live with us, shack with us, have baby with us, we give them their comfort, we pay bills with them, we struggle with them, you still might not be the vision he has in his mind of his wife. And this is why I go so hard on YouTube to beg and plead, ladies, please don't run no man down. Don't beg him to marry you. If he wants you, he will come see against you. Hello, Simone Biles. Because we know she ain't the preference. Johnathan, the other Johnathan. What's the Johnathan Owens, right? His preference is lily white girls. But this little dark-skinned black girl ran him down. And she's a good retirement plan, so she just go ahead and stick with it. Do not, ladies, beg a man to be with you, marry you, be with you. Allow that man to find you and choose you. And if you are not what he wants, it's okay. It is okay, because you don't want him to later come around and tell, well, you messaged me first. You ran me down. So it really bugs me, Johnathan, that you want Correta Scott, Michelle Obama, but you didn't pick women who looked like, act like, smell like, have the history of Michelle or Correta Scott. And this woman has always recorded him, which means she already knew this is going to be a paycheck for me. I am here to take you down, and I am recording everything. And and I was listening to him, and I thought, oh, he's so well spoken. He was very monotone, wasn't yelling, wasn't screaming, but she's up, I'm so sorry. I'm so recording him. And this is why, brothers, you must be aware that there are Delilahs out here looking to take you down. So this dum-dum is going to say Johnathan Major called Meagan Good his Correta Scott King and more in new interview. And she was there too. After months of silence, Johnathan Major is finally speaking out in his first interview since being convicted of a Miss Medina reckless assault, and he has addressed those wild Correta Scott comments. To jog your memory, as previously reported by The Root, one of the more puzzling revelations that came out during Major's trial was when the jury listened to audio recorded by ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari, in which he described himself as a great man who needed a partner who was supportive and lived up to the standards of Correta Scott King and Michelle Obama. So once again, sir, I'm going to ask you, why didn't you choose a black woman who understood what you were saying? That Miss Correta Scott Kingdom, King and our beloved Michelle Obama, they put their careers on the side to support their husbands because they understood that their husbands were making history and they were pillars in the Black community. For so a moment, I need to put me, myself, and my career, my dreams, my goals aside so I can be supportive to my husband. Make it make sense to me. Speaking exclusive to Good Morning America on Monday, the former Marvel star attempted to clarify his comments to ABC Lindsay Davis. It was me trying to give an analogy of what it is I'm aspiring to be. These great men, Martin Luther King, President Obama, and trying to give a reference point for them. One of the things I also say is like, I need her, in that case, Grace, to make the same sacrifices that I am making. She is not Michelle. She is not Correta Scott. So why do you think this woman is going to make these sacrifices for you so you can be like Martin and like Barack? Majors admitted that he did a terrible job trying to make his point, and it was an attempt to motivate, to enlighten, to give perspective as into what it is I was hoping to get out of the relationship. While he may not have found Correta or Michelle equivalent in Jabari, he's clearly found it in his new relationship with fellow actress Meagan Good, who has been by the Creed 3 star side since the fallout began. Good was also present in the room with Majors during his interview with GMA. She's an angel. She's held me down like Correta. I'm so blessed to have her. The relationship is still fresh, you know, but I think I found her, he said to Davis.
There's something about sitting here right now and looking at you and understanding the gravity of the situation. A situation that I, in many ways,
Okay, let me find where she's sitting there shaking her head. Okay, I found it. So here's the part where he says she's a Correta.
Through it all, Major's new girlfriend, actress Meagan Good, has remained by his side, even present for our interview. How would you describe your relationship?
Well, she's an angel. She's held me down like a Correta, you know. I'm so blessed.
So there he go. He says she's held me down like a Correta. But Correta wasn't a ride or die, Johnathan. And I sure hope you are paying Meagan Good a whole lot of money for this, because
to have her, you know, the relationship is
there she go.
But you know,
all covered up. All covered up.
I found her.
All covered up, but when she was with the pastor, she was naked. She was naked. Oh my Lord. Majors remain steadfast. I'm trying to get rid of this thing here. Nope. Majors remained steadfast in his denial of any wrongdoing toward his accuser, telling Davis that he was shocked by the guilty verdict, given the evidence presented on both sides, both his and prosecutor team behalf. He also said he still doesn't know how Jabari sustained her injuries. I wish to God I knew. That would give clarity. That would give me some type of peace about it, he said before later addressing the now viral video footage from the trial that showed him running away from his accuser after their alleged altercation in an SUV in Manhattan, in which Jabari claimed she was assaulted by Majors. And we all saw the video. He said if you watch the videos and you reverse that and you saw a black man chasing a white woman down the street screaming and crying, that man is going to be shot and killed in New York City. That's right. Lawyers for Jabari have since responded to Major's new interview, saying in a statement to ABC, his denigration of our jury system is not dissimilar from the above the law attitude that he has maintained throughout this legal process. The timing of these new statements demonstrated clear lack of remorse for the actions for which he was found guilty and should make the sentence's decision fairly easy for the court. Wow. In December, Major was found guilty of 1 count of reckless assault in the 3rd degree and harassment, and not guilty of aggravated harassment and intentional assault in the 3rd degree. His sentence is scheduled for Tuesday, February 6th. He faces up to a year in jury. I hope the judge throw it out. I hope the judge throws the jury findings out. So let me know what you guys about him called Meagan his Correta. Are you a part of the uproar of him saying she's his Correta? Let me know. I absolutely love you, my darlings. Let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, share this out. Talk to you later.